What are the CIA's deepest secrets? That is what Legacy of Ashes is all about. Presidents commanded the CIA to know the world, and when that failed, the CIA set out to change the world. Legacy of Ashes is the record of 60 years of the CIA. It's all on the record. No anonymous sources, no anonymous quotes. It's just the facts. And the facts aren't pretty. When President Truman set up the CIA in 1947, all he wanted was a newspaper. He wanted to know what was going on abroad, especially behind the Iron Curtain. But the CIA failed him time and again. The CIA missed the fact that the Soviets had the bomb. They missed the fact that the Korean War was about to break out. And in the Korean War, in which 50,000 Americans died in less than 3 years, the CIA sent thousands of foreign agents to their deaths on suicide missions. Then it covered up its mistakes under a shroud of secrecy. In chaotic covert operations, the CIA overthrew the governments of Iran and Guatemala. It told the White House it was easy. They had silver bullets to make kings and break them. But the CIA was not competent to run coups, and the agency proved it over and over again in the Middle East and in Asia. For 6 years after the fall of the Berlin Wall, the CIA had 5 different directors. 5 directors in 6 years? No team could survive that kind of chaos. The CIA was coming apart in the late 1990s, and the Director of Central Intelligence, George J. Tenet, knew it. He issued a warning that a catastrophic intelligence failure was coming. The date of the warning? September 11th, 1998. After 9/11, President Bush commanded the CIA to turn its attention to Iraq. It responded with a fatal fiasco. It conjured up weapons that weren't there, an arsenal that didn't exist. The CIA deceived itself, and the result was war, the ultimate intelligence failure. The United States, the most powerful nation in the world, has failed to create a first-rate spy service, and that constitutes a danger to our national security. Why has the CIA failed? Well, we're Americans. Secrecy and democracy don't fit with us. We're an open society, and spying and lying just don't work with us. The CIA had successes along the way. The spy satellites it helped invent looked down on the Soviet Union, counted the missiles, and helped keep the Cold War cold. During the Vietnam War, the CIA's analysis that the war could not be won reached the White House. But these successes were too few and too far between. If the United States wants to remain a superpower, we had better get good at espionage. But today, the CIA has the youngest and least experienced team of spies in its history. Secret prisons? They go back to 1950 at the CIA. Torture as a tool of interrogation? That also goes back to 1950. And targeted assassinations of the real and perceived enemies of the United States? Well, that goes back all the way to the beginning, too. That's the story in Legacy of Ashes.